about having a high level of communication here on the road. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The run inside. It's Hawkins.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. This time he wants to throw. With the catch, it's Barnes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finding some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the red zone, it's Hawkins. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run it. He can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Right on target this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this play takes a little bit of time to develop. When you're running a wheel, you get the matchup you want. This offense identifies it. They see it right away. Good protection up front, and the running back turns into a wide receiver, makes the play. But I think they found the matchup they wanted, and they went right after it.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball to coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man across the middle. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All wideouts, no backs. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they're able to make the tackle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man to the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Auburn. And what's
big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Singleton. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's caught. It's Hawkins. Bounced off his feet.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. Could be an alley. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He gets Gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes a catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
To the air on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That one will give them the lead. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Brown said it'll be 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Give to the running back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. To stretch the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, they turned the ball over on that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around. Brown will throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Pulls it in. It's Green. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. What a grab with one hand. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're dealing with a second and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The option, he'll keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Can't get him to the ground. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative